Welcome back. You're watching Bazaar Morning Call. It's a brand new week. The global cues are supportive. The GIFT Nifty should come up for you on your screen. But what about individual stocks? Let's get you the CNBC-TV18 list of top stocks for this Monday morning. And the first one is the big one in the pharmaceutical space, Torrent Pharma and JB Chemical deal. Ekta is here to break it down for us. Ekta, hi, good morning.
Hi, morning. Well, yes, the big deal is finally done. Torrent will be acquiring KKR's stake in JB Chemicals, and the total deal could go up to around 19,400 crores plus. Now, just to give you what Torrent will basically get from this entire deal is that they will in fact become the 5th largest pharmaceutical player in India. Their total domestic sales will rise by around 35% to around 8,600 crores plus in FY25. That's if you combine both the businesses. They will gain key chronic brands that basically JB Chemical sends. So they have a strong presence, for example, in cardiac care as well as in gastro. And they will be getting brands such as Silacar, which is around 785 crores in terms of total sales, Metrogil, which is around 342 odd crores. They will also be entering the CDMO lozenges space because JB Chemical is one of the top 5 global players within that segment, so they will benefit from that. Remember that Torrent has a past track record for domestic focused M&A, so that's basically what they focus on. They had Elder in a couple of years ago, they had Unichem in around 2017 and Curatio in 2022. So all of these are domestic focused acquisitions that they've made, and JB Chemical, while it will add a flavor, it is going to be domestic focused for Torrent Pharma. There is a debt concern that it is likely to take on around 12,500 crores of debt to fund the deal. IIFL says the combined net debt could be around 14,500 crores. But remember that they also approved fundraising to the tune of 5,000 crores just in May 2024, just in May of 2025. So we'll wait and see what that works out like. Nomura says the adjusted EPS could rise to mid-single to low double digits. They have a neutral rating on Torrent Pharma. DAM Capital remains positive on Torrent. They say the 2 times EV to EBITDA leverage is not a stretch and the debt can be repaid in 3 to 4 years. Now, JB Chemical, it'll be interesting to see how the stock moves because the deal is at a discount. So technically, the stock should be in the red because it's an 11% discount to that 1,790 to the current market price and 8.9% discount to the open offer price. And the stock itself has run up very significantly. For example, it's up 398% since July of 2020. But IIFL says that the minority shareholders should wait for Torrent shares post the merger. And it's likely that both the stocks could probably move together. So it'll be interesting to see how JB Chemical moves. But for Torrent Pharma, it is a positive.
Big ones announced. Thanks a lot for that, Ekta. Well, in fact, we'll be getting an analyst later on in the show. Vishal Manchanda of Systematics Group will be joining in to give us his take on this particular deal. But Rima, you want to tell us about Reliance and Bharti Airtel? We had the telecom data that came over the weekend.
Yeah, so the TRAI data has come out with the telecom data for the month of May. And the big picture is that Reliance Jio is dominating share ads. Now, the total subscriber net ads in the month of May was about 21 lakh, 20.96. But Jio added 27 lakh, Bharti added 2.7 lakh. So between the two, they've added, 140% of the total amount. The problem is that some of the struggling telecom carriers, whether it's Vodafone Idea, whether it's BSNL, MTNL, they continue to lose subscribers. So in a nutshell, the big takeaway is that Jio is going very, very strong in terms of net subscriber ads. Even last month, it was the dominant, the dominant carrier in terms of net ads.
All right, net ads continuing for Jio as well as Bharti Airtel, the others on your screen losing share. It is the last day of the month, so a lot of paper will come in on sale ahead of the lock-in that starts before the result season. Hormaz joins in. Hormaz, you're watching Joti CNC.
Yes, on the final day of this block trade after the window closes tomorrow. And of course, there are certain...
Hormaz, we want to hear from you, but we'll come back to you in just a bit.
I think Hormaz said that my mic has dropped. Yeah. That's exactly what he's done.
All right, but I think for the timing, I think we'll hop across to Vama. Vamakshi joins us. She's got a few more stocks that are on her radar. Vama, it's a Monday morning. Smile, be happy. Let's go ahead.
Well, good morning, Nigel. Let me first start off with BHEL. The company has received an LOA from Adani Power for 6 thermal units of 800 megawatt, and this order is worth 6,500 crores. So going with the green for this counter. Amber Enterprises, on the other hand, going with the green for this counter as well. The electronic division of Amber Group will be acquiring a majority stake in Power One Microsystems Private Limited. Keep in mind that this company manufactures battery energy storage systems, that is BESS, solar inverters, EV chargers, as well as UPS solutions, and in FY24 they had a turnover of around 185 crores. Now this transaction will allow Amber Group to foray into the rapidly growing segment of energy solutions, which bodes well. Lastly, keep an eye out on Karnataka Bank going with the red for this counter, and that is because the MD and CEO Sri Krishnan Harihari Sarma and ED Sekhar Rao have resigned. Mr. Sarma has cited personal reasons, including decision to relocate back to Mumbai, and Mr. Rao too has submitted his resignation, citing inability to relocate to Bengaluru, among other personal reasons. So we'll be keeping an eye out on all of these counters.
Definitely keeping an eye out on all of those counters. Karnataka Bank top leadership resigning. But I think after the mic drop moment, Holmaz is back with us and he'll give us a wrap of Joti CNC and a lot of the order wins that you're tracking as well. You want us to drop a beat or you will wrap it yourself?
That's not the mic drop moment you'd aspire to have on a Monday morning. But yes, of course, this is the final day of the block window before it shuts tomorrow as the new quarter begins. Watch out for Joti CNC, where certain non-promoter shareholders are planning to sell some stake here. The base size is around 1,200 crores. The upsize option is a 304 crores as well. So now, in case the upside option is exercised, that will amount to 6% of the outstanding in case that transaction is executed. And Joti CNC has been a sharp runner-up on the upside after this IPO in January last year. The stock is up almost 250% from those levels. So expect some supply here. Expect that stock to be in the red. But a couple of positive developments. One for Waaree. It's won a 540 megawatt solar module order from the US. And that's a 270 megawatt supply this year and another 270 megawatts in 27-28. And the company had earlier also clarified that it is relatively insulated from that one big beautiful bill, which is potentially a headwind for these renewable and solar manufacturing companies, saying that it focuses more towards the utility side and not the residential bit. So expect that stock to open in the green. And ITD Cementation as well, a 580 crore order from Abu Dhabi, and that is for jetty construction works in the Runwal LNG project. So keep an eye out on these names. Lots of order wins. Expect that stock to open in the green as well.
Thank you. ITD Cementation has had a good month, 25% rally so far in June. Thank you very much, Hormus. Let's do a quick recap then of the top stocks. Stocks with positive news flow are Torrent Pharma, JB Chemicals, Reliance Industries, Bharti Airtel, Waaree Energies, ITD Cementation, BHEL and Amber Enterprises. Stocks with negative news flow are Joti CNC and Karnataka Bank. Moving on then, let's get a roundup of all the action from the world of commodities. Manisha is now joining in. Manisha.
Thank you so much for that, Reema. I'll start with the crude oil prices, where we are looking at prices trading a percentage point down in the Asian markets right now. And this is after crude oil prices falling 13% in the previous week as well. So Iran-Israel ceasefire seems to be holding, as fragile as it may be, and that's taken the premium off the prices. The street will also watch out for the OPEC and allies meeting on 6th of July, while there is an expectation that you could be looking at yet another increase in production by 411,000 barrels per day. So that is what the street seems to be working in with right now. But it's not just crude oil prices. When you look at the precious metal prices, we've seen a bit of a decline here as well. Gold is trading at around 1 month lows. Silver has come off its 12-year highs. What seems to be doing good, though, is the metal space. Copper still holding around that $5 mark. We've seen aluminum prices trade at a 13-week highs. Iron ore prices trading at a 1 month highs as well. So the industrial metals are doing well. So that means the risk on really seems to be working today.
All right, risk on seriously working today. We'll keep an eye out on all these commodities. With that, what we'll do is take a short break, come back on the other side, the big deal that was announced over the weekend, Torrent Pharma going ahead and acquiring JB Chemical and Pharma. We'll discuss more of that with Vishal Manchanda, who joins in from the Systematics Group to discuss this. Also joining us will be Prakash Diwan with some fundamental stock talk. Stay with us.